Today we are going to talk about hydroxychloroquine sulfate. It is mainly a non-biological drug mainly used for the malaria and rheumatic disease. Now if we classify it, it is included in the class of anti-malarial drug as an immunosuppressant, as in DMARDs and aminoquinolones. Now if we further describe it, it is white in colored crystalline powder form, freely soluble in water and insoluble in alcohol. Now here is the structural formula of the hydroxychloroquine. Molecular weight is 433.95 and molecular formula is C18H26C1N3O H2SO4. In the tablet form, it contains 200 mg hydroxychloroquine sulfate equivalent to 155 mg of the base or for oral administration. Hydroxychloroquine is administered as sulfate salt form as well as chloroquine is administered as phosphate salt form. Both drugs usually absorb in the upper gastrointestinal tract. Now indications of the hydroxychloroquine: it is used in the malaria for uncomplicated malaria and in lupus erythematosus for the treatment of chronic discoid lupus and in SLE. And number 3 is the rheumatoid arthritis for acute and chronic rheumatoid arthritis in adults. Then for the COVID-19 as off-label drug, limited data is available and no drug is FDA approved to treat COVID-19. Hydroxychloroquine may be considered for use as part of an investigational protocol for COVID-19 patients. Now what are the contraindications of the hydroxychloroquine? Non-hypersensitivity to the 4 aminoquinolones compounds is the only contraindication. Then we will know about the mechanism of action of the hydroxychloroquine. In malaria, exact mechanism is not known. However, hydroxychloroquine, like chloroquine, is a weak base and exerts its effect by concentrating in the acid vesicle of the parasite and by inhibiting polymerization of the heme. Also inhibits some enzymes by its interaction with the DNA. However, in rheumatoid arthritis and SLE, the exact mechanism is not known. Now, warnings for the use of the hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine. Hydroxychloroquine is not effective against chloroquine-resistant strains of the malaria for Plasmodium falciparum. And in ocular warnings, irreversible retinal damage has been observed in some patients who has received hydroxychloroquine. Ocular examination is indicated within the 1 year of use. Then comes the cardiac effects of hydroxychloroquine use. Cardiomyopathy and QT prolongations are observed. Patients may present with atrioventricular block, pulmonary hypertension, sick sinus syndrome, or with cardiac complications. ECG findings of atrioventricular right or left bundle branch block are noticed. Hydroxychloroquine may prolong QT interval. Ventricular arrhythmias and Torsades de Pointes have been reported in patients taking hydroxychloroquine. Now, worsening of the psoriasis or porphyrias. Use of hydroxychloroquine in patients with psoriasis may precipitate a severe attack of psoriasis. And when used in the patients with porphyria, condition may be exacerbated. Then comes the myopathy and neuropathy. Skeletal muscle myopathy or neuropathy leading to progressive weakness and atrophy of the proximal muscle groups. Depressed tendon reflexes and abnormal nerve conduction have been reported. And suicidal behavior has been rarely reported in patients taking hydroxychloroquine. And then severe hypoglycemia including loss of consciousness is also reported. Then if we conclude the adverse effects of hydroxychloroquine, then there is number 1 bone marrow failure, then comes the anemia and thrombocytopenia, then hemolysis in glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase patients which are deficient in G6PD, then comes the cardiac abnormalities like cardiomyopathy, QT prolongation, ventricular arrhythmias and Torsades de Pointes. Then comes the vertigo, tinnitus, nystagmus and nerve deafness. Then irreversible retinopathy with retinal pigmentation is called bullseye appearance, plus paracentral scotomas also noticed. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain are very common side effects. Also fatigue and liver function tests are abnormal. Acute hepatic failure may be present and it can cause urticaria, angioedema and bronchospasm. Hypoglycemia porphyria, as we discussed earlier. Skeletal muscle myopathy can be, and headache, ataxia, nightmares, suicidal behavior, rash, pruritus, pigmentation and alopecia can be there. And Stevens-Johnson syndrome also can be the adverse effect of the use of hydroxychloroquine. Now in pregnancy there is no increase in the rate of birth defects has been demonstrated. And in lactation it is excreted in human milk, and infants are extremely sensitive to the toxic effects of hydroxychloroquine. Now the administration of the drug hydroxychloroquine, it is mainly orally administered and it should be taken with a meal or a glass of milk, and it should not be crushed or split